Oh my gosh, I've literally just wiped the tears from my eyes. If you don't know about Shiro Story, I just got to give you a little review. I swear, when you saw part one and part two and thought, nah, this couldn't even get any more hectic, and then they dropped part three. No. Shiro stopped talking to Carl because he found out that Carl slept with his woman and the baby that he was raising for the last 6 years wasn't his, and actually it was Carl, which Carl was his roadside brother. The baby mother runs away with Carl because Carl was the real dad, but then when she's gone into this so-called gonna be a beautiful life, he decides to slap her up and threatens to slap the youth. She then goes and calls Shiro behind his back and he comes to the rescue. They end up in a beef. He got shot by the girl in the shoulder. Then Shiro decided, you know what, I'm gonna get back with the girl even though I know the baby's not mine because I grew her, but it was a setup. When he told her let's run away, he left a note in the passport for her to read that said, I'm running away with our youth. The baby mother contacted her brother Kyron and told him that, oh my gosh, Shiro was run off with his niece. No, Kyron is a big time goon. Everybody knows him and knows what he's repping, but he seems to have a multitude of enemies. Kyron tries to go and kidnap Shiro's mum. He calls Shiro Muwai, who's on the beach, and say, yo, bring me 100 bags and my niece or your mum's out of here, brethren. You too. Shiro comes back with the money. He parts with it, but then he still gets a little gun buck in his head. Kyron said, I will let you live and your mum if you bring me an extra few bags for me and furthermore do me a little favour and get rid of Carl. Now, Carl was his brethren from day. They were on the block together. So Shiro comes up with a plan and finds out where Carl is, and Carl was on the same place. He's on the block. He approaches him. Obviously, he's strapped. Carl was a bit defensive, but he says to him, listen, Cairo is after your head, Bridget, because I ran away with my daughter. Well, your daughter, but you know what I'm saying. They come together because he mentioned, listen, Cairo had my mum blood. My mum. That touches Carl's emotion because him and Shiro grew together. In the end, team up. Carl lose some of his goons because they were not really feeling it. So they go to a next big man who's got problems with him. He said he does not involve until they bring him 20 bags. They decide to go and do the hit themselves, but they've got Bailey in the car and Bailey's been acting dodgy for a little while. Bailey's young, so they put it down to him being nervous. They've done this a few times because remember, Shiro had to put out a hit on Carl after he found out that the youth wasn't his. But when he sent his little young'uns to go and do the shooting, a girl got shot in her back and died and she was innocent. Bailey just gets a little bit more nervous. He runs out the car. Little did they know that he had actually called Kyron, who was in the barbershop, because they knew he was there because they were following him on his Snapchat. Kyron knew that it was a setup and he came out of the barbers and tried to shoot it at Shiro, but Carl came and shot up after him. It was all in the air. Shiro sitting in the car after the shootout contemplating what should he do with his life, and then he gets a FaceTime call. So he answers it, and who is it? The ex-girl. The one who had the baby with Carl, who was his brethren. She said, I didn't know my brother was coming for you, but let me and you run away. I'll go and get the 100 bags that you gave to him and we can run away together as a family because we need to be together, the four of us. So Shiro was like, girl, can't you catch? So she said, of course I can catch. Me, you, Kyla, and our baby. He was like, what baby? She's like, I'm 6 months pregnant. He reminisced the time that they linked up together. Yes, they did do a thing. And she told him it was a boy. He then for that moment said, you know what? Let's do this. Let's meet up in an hour. So they met up in an hour and they're sitting in the car nice, saying bye to Carl. And who turns up? Cairo turns up with his bag of goons, but little did he know, Shiro wasn't stupid. He had a couple of man them from every single corner of London waiting for him. He then steps up to Cairo. Cairo knew that he was outmanned and he walked away. Everybody thought it was nice, and then they looked two twos, and who turns up? Bailey. And he's standing there with his hand shaking with the gun. And everyone's saying, what are you doing, youngers? And he's saying, you don't know me, but remember when you shot off 2 licks after you was chasing down for Carl and an innocent girl got shot in her back and died? That was my sister. Sharon saying, I'm sorry, but it was too late because Bailey just lifted up the gun and shot off 2 paps. Everybody started to scream and you heard the girlfriend, you heard Carl and you heard Sharon, but you didn't hear anything else and you thought to yourself, it can't be this, it can't be the child. But then Sharon comes out the car, he screams, he takes out the baby and the 6-year-old girl's been shot. Nah, man, this is too much, I swear to God. Some of you will say this kind of shows is what fuels the youths, but this is just showing the reality of some of their lives and the innocent people that are dropping every day by knife and gun crime. Seriously, we need to pray for the youths. Pray for the youths, man. Elders, step up. Let me tell you something. British talent, yeah? British urban, whatever you want to call it. Britain talent. You lot are setting the pace. This needs to be on Netflix. Give these people their dues.